Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Cheap Sense, back in the building, fresh off his trip to Alabama. Uh, Man, it was good to go home, bro. I hadn't been home. I think the last time I've been home, it was either for my little brother's passing or one of my aunts, one of the two. But I got to go home and revisit some of the old spots just to, sit back and reminisce, ride around and, see where I grew up and where I used to hang out. And, I didn't get to see any of my old friends, but I did get to see one of my old Sunday school teachers. And I'm not going to mention any names, but that was probably it was bittersweet. Um, she's actually, I think she had just turned 91 or she's about to turn 91. And the last time I seen her, she was still up, walking around. She was still coherent. And she knew who I was, but my grandmother informed me that, she's not the person she used to be. Um, she doesn't really have too much memory of a lot of people. Sometimes when people come in, she can pick up voices and she'll recognize certain people, but for the most part, she didn't really recognize who I was, which was saddening to me. Uh, One of her legs had gotten cut off. Um, that was rough, man. That was pretty rough for me. But for the most part, if you're friends with me on Facebook, then you know we were passing by some restaurants trying to find something to eat, and we passed by Popeyes. And as y'all know, they got this chicken sandwich phenomenon thing going on right now, and everybody's running around acting like they ain't never had a chicken sandwich before in their life. I've had the chicken sandwich from Popeyes, and it just tastes like a normal chicken sandwich to me. I don't know what the deal is with everybody, but I still would prefer Chick-fil-A's over Popeyes. But everybody has their vices. It is what it is. But I posted this little thing where on their billboard out front, the Popeyes billboard, it said, "You all have eaten all the chicken sandwiches. They will be back soon." And I posted that on Facebook, and I thought that was so funny, man. I'll do another video on the 3 fragrances, or 4 rather, fragrances that I took with me on my trip. But this particular video is about the one that I wore today. And before I get to that, I also visited my grandmother on my dad's side. And luckily, 2 of my uncles just so happened to be there. So I got to meet, one of them I already met. The other one I don't think I had, but that was a cool experience. They were actually cooking. All my family can cook, for the most part that I know of. And I got to sit down and eat dinner with them and, talk with my grandmother, see some pictures, stuff like that. So I got to see both my grandmothers, although one of them was already here for something else. I had to take her back. But both my grandmothers I got to spend time with. I did see one other church member from back in the day. And I think that was pretty much it. I didn't go see any other family. That's a whole other discussion for another time. But anyway, the fragrance that I'm wearing today is from John Varvatos. And most of John Varvatos fragrances smell great, but everybody knows that the performance sucks. This one, to me, with no exception. A lot of people have said good things about this fragrance. I beg to differ, but this one is John Varvatos Artisan or Artisan Pure. Very nice bottle. Has the wicker wrapping around the glass. It's a frosted glass. The top looks wooden with plastic on the inside, and it has like a wooden kind of bottom on it. I guess it's glued on there, but it's not a bad bottle. This one smells nice. It smells kind of like something I already have or have had before, and I'll have to dig deep to figure out what it is. But I sprayed this on earlier, and it's a skin scent. On me, I probably got about an hour of projection out of this, if that, and it turned into a skin scent quick. I'm not even sure if anybody can smell this on me. You know, I sprayed it kind of heavy when I was coming in because I was outside. The atomizer is shitty as hell to me. That's super light mist. It may look like it's doing something on here, but it's a light mist. It's barely enough on my arms. You can't even tell that it's wet. You have to get close. It smells citrusy. I'm trying to pick up what I can pick up in the air. It's citrusy. It's not a stringent citrus, but it smells nice. It's just the performance is not bad. I mean, it's not good. Definitely not one of my favorites. This probably wouldn't even make a spring or a summer list for me. I know a lot of people swear by this fragrance, but I'm not one of those guys, and y'all know how I am. I tell the 100% gospel when it comes to fragrances. If I don't like something, I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. I don't care if somebody sent me something to review or sent me something personal and I talk about it. If it's shit, it's shit. If it's good, it's good. For me, it's not the best fragrance in the world. I keep stopping because it sounds like somebody was coming in. But it's not the best smelling fragrance in the world to me, and it's definitely not a performance beast. I mean, if you want to spend money on this, I wouldn't spend no more than 20 at the max for this. I think I got this in a trade, but I'm not sure. Anyway, personally speaking, anything above 20 bucks, I wouldn't even waste my time with it. I know Ulta and Belks and places like that sell these for, 40, 50, 60, 70 bucks. I don't think it's worth it myself. I really don't. But, I mean, if you want to find it for like 20 bucks, maybe $21, $22, then cool with tax. Try it out. But personally speaking, I can find much better fragrances for spring and summer than something like this. I'm not sitting here trying to badmouth it because it's John Varvatos, but it'll make a decent dumb reach scent. Maybe if you were going to like a cookout or something outside and you want to spray on something that's kind of citrusy, a little fresh, whatever, then yeah, this would work. But as far as like a signature scent or a date night scent or something like that, nah, I wouldn't do it. Maybe to the beach if you're going to go hang out, something like that. But other than that, don't do it to yourselves, guys. And I can see why a lot of people have been trading or selling their fragrance. This John Varvatos Artisan Pure, it's really not all of that. And luckily, I didn't have to pay for it either. So, kind of disappointing because the hype was built up big about this one. A lot of people talked about this one. Even the big guns in the fragrance community talked about it. And I honestly don't see what the hype was all about. But anyway, guys, I'm not going to stress it. It is what it is. If you like to pick up John Varvatos Artisan Pure and you don't want to spend a lot for it, holla at me. This is a brand new bottle, never used except for this morning and what the 2-3 sprays I just sprayed. So if anybody's interested, this might be up for grabs. Let me know what you think. Holla at your boy. Peace.